Hello everyone and welcome to another video where today we're going to talk about campfire cooking once again. Specifically, something that just now dawned on me, and I think it's the easiest way to identify wood for cooking. Now eventually I'll go over all the choice species in my area and show you guys how to identify them based on their bark and habit alone, but that's hardly easy. It takes a bit of practice. However, you don't always have to do that. Sometimes the leaves, which are a better indicator of species, are attached to the wood you're looking for. For example, these are white oak leaves, and given that they're attached to this stick, I can assume that it's white oak. This is especially helpful when you're not as familiar with a species. In this case, I'm not as familiar with white oak, because there's only one large white oak on the property. And even though I know this is a white oak tree, the older bark here that I get to see all the time isn't exactly something that'll familiarize me with the stuff that'll be on the sticks that I would use for cooking. But now that I have this, I can use this to familiarize myself with what branches that might not have leaves on them will look like. Or maybe even one step further. Given the scarcity, I'm going to want to store this out of the rain, or at the very least, get it up off the ground so it doesn't rot. That way I can use it. But given that, especially since I'll know where it is, I could always just use this as a reference. Just place this up against whatever I want to identify, and there we go. If it's a match, sufficiently, then that's a white oak. These things make it, in my opinion, the ideal beginner's method, because identifying leaves is considerably easier than other methods, and it'll give you the information and familiarity you need to not have to rely on it anymore after a while. Is it perfect? Unfortunately, not really. Especially in cases of survival, you can almost always count on there being some fresh sticks around on the ground. It's less easy to count on finding ones that also fit that description, but have leaves as well. And while I don't have any data on this, it's just personal experience, so take it with a grain of salt. I do think that some trees are far more likely to behave in this way than others. Nevertheless, when it does occur, it makes things significantly easier and is a very great learning opportunity. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys learned something and enjoyed. See ya.